Major Slack videos.
Hey, the name is Major Slack and welcome to part 8 of my Vagabond No Horse, No Health Flask challenge run. This is my girl Melee Made Easy and I've got a tough assignment for you boys today, for you boys and girls today. We are going to take down the Knights Cavalry that passes through right here at Castlemore Rampart after dark. So we're going to get ready for this. Slap the golden vow on the dagger. I'm going to gear up and then I'm going to spend all my money. And if you're following this walker, you should too, just in case you screw up and you become burdened with having to collect your money before getting on with the strategy of taking out this guy. It's actually it's not going to be that hard. I found a weakness with this guy. Talk about that in a minute. For now, I'm just putting on my Vulgar militia, or rather my Vagabond helmet, Vagabond armor, and I think the greaves? Yep.
I am all set.
But not the gauntlets because it's going to overload us. Then I'm going to have a fire sale and buy all the smithing stones that this guy has. He has 3 smithing stones, 1 and 1 smithing stone 2. Then we're going to go over to Fort Height and ride north to the Mistwood Merchant and buy all his smithing stones. Basically, spend all our money. It's the best thing to spend your money on right now is smithing stones. Okay, while Gamer Slack is taking care of this. Yeah, thank you everybody for posting a comment about wanting to see the hybrid ranger build. That's like totally gonna happen. Totally gonna happen. I was working on it last night on my PS4. And it's funny, this challenge run has ruined me for normal Elden Ring. I swear, last night I was on my PS4, I got on my horse, and it felt like I was cheating. Seriously, I felt like I was cheating riding my horse. So, this has become my new default way of playing Elden Ring, regardless of what build or, what I'm doing. No horse and... Well, I would say I was actually playing last night with no health flask either, which is, as you know, considerably easier as a mage. But yeah, it's becoming less of a challenge run to me and more like just it's role playing. I noticed that developers went out of their way to make sure that. I wouldn't say 100% of the game, but like I would say 99.99% of the game is accessible on foot. Like if even places that you think you wouldn't be able to get to on foot, you can if you just search around and you're pretty like adamant about finding a way, you will find a way. They were very careful about that. I can only think of 2 spots that are completely inaccessible. One is that I think it's called Oridis's Rise, where you have to use a spear spring to like shoot up on top of a tower and get this, I think it's a memory stone at the top.
Ah, how nice these.
Okay, he's gonna buy all his smithing stones as well. And I think what I did here is I went up to I forget what I did. I recorded this about a week ago. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to kill a few sheep so that I have enough to buy 3 more smithing stones. Yeah, we are going to go to Saints Bridge. I talked about this way back at the beginning when I first started doing walkthroughs for Elden Ring last spring. I talked about an extraordinary experience I had playing Elden Ring, and that was the first time I tried a no horse challenge. And that extraordinary experience was getting lost in Mistwood after dark, and I was like dedicated to not using the horse. And I was surrounded by enemies, and I couldn't bring up the map. And it was, I swear it was the most terrifying experience. It was awesome. I strongly urge you, if you have not tried it, no health flask, okay, that's a bit extreme, okay, I admit it, but no horse, I recommend this for everyone. Everyone. No horse. Definitely. Go Elden Ring, no horse. Okay, so here we are at Saint's Bridge. And there's 3 smithing stones here. Strike that. 2 smithing stones. And this merchant here will have 3 smithing stones, 1. And I've got the exact amount of runes to get that. Save 1 rune. So here's getting down to our very last rune. This is perfect.
I'm afraid I've very little to offer.
And that's it. I'm down to 1 rune. That's perfect. Let's go take on the Knight's Cavalry. Now, the strategy is easy. All you have to do is follow him around. You may think this is like really tough on foot, but it's not. It's actually easy. You follow him around. And the thing, his weakness is, as he gallops around, he has to stop before he can make a move on you. And every time he stops, he gives you an opening to do the Bloodhound's Fang combo. And that's basically it. And you will break his stance. When you do a charge attack, and Bob's your uncle. And that's my entire strategy. The first thing I'm going to do is try to get a sneak attack. He always patrols down this way. Target the horse, not the man. And Bloodhound's combo. Strike that, just the first part. That's right, I was just doing the first part. Just the Bloodhound's finesse. Which I've decided in part 10 to just call the Fang. The Bloodhound's finesse, I'm just going to shorten this to the Fang. And with the follow-up strong attack, I'm going to call it the Fang combo. There you go, broke his stance. Almost had a no damage run. He ruined it. Almost had a no damage run. How about that, boys and girls? Huh? By the way, these no horse, no health flask challenge run videos take a lot of practice and study to produce. I really appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to help support the walkthrough. Okay, thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. So there you go, Knight's Cavalry. Little warm up for what's coming up in part 9. What's coming up in part 9 is like the Tree Sentinel. Oh no, not the Tree Sentinel. Yes, the Tree Sentinel. We're gonna take that bugger down. It's doable with no health flask. Okay, so now I'm rushing down to get the map. The Weeping Peninsula map. As long as you hit straight for the map pillar, that golem shooting those giant great arrows will miss you. And now I'm gonna head for the golden seed. Let's just follow my route here. Oh, and I decided, like, this series, like I said at the beginning, the challenge will be complete at level 50. And if there was enough interest, I would take it through to the whole game. But I decided, no, I'm just going to complete this challenge at level 50 because I have way too many ideas. And I don't want to tie up this channel with another lengthy walkthrough. I mean, Elden Ring is a huge game, so yeah, we're going to close this out at level 50. That was the whole point anyways. The whole point was to prove that you don't need an early OP build to start playing the game as a melee character. And that point is well proven if we reach level 50 with no horse and no health flask, okay? So yeah, I have way too many, and I guess a lot of great ideas. A lot of great ideas. Can't wait to bring them to the table here. Alright, so what we're doing is just going along the coast here. Out of the line of fire, that golem. And we want to backdoor him. Get down to the Castle Morn site of grace. Discover that, and then we'll take down the golem so that he no longer commands this whole area. Here, I believe that's a golden rune 2, guarded by 3 dogs. We could just use Sacred Blade on them. I just want to bring this dog away from the others. Divide and conquer. There we go. And Sacred Blade. I made a discovery last night with Magic Glint Blade, for example. I cannot believe I never discovered this before. Magic Glint Blade, which is the prisoner's default spell, it's OP. It's overpowered right from the get-go. Right from the get-go. I can't wait to show this to you guys. What I've discovered with Magic Glint Blade. It's nuts. It's insane. If you want a really chill playthrough, start as the prisoner and learn how to properly use the Magic Glint Blade. Okay, sneaking up around here. Getting up on the back door on this guy. Get your sneak on, because you don't want this golem excited. He will, if he spots you, turn around and start shooting arrows this way, which is going to make your life a whole lot more difficult. So basically what I want to do is sneak right behind him, get up the stairs, discover the site of grace, and then we'll double back and kill him. Which is, like, you know, obviously the sensible thing to do, because if you die trying to kill him, you're going to start way back at the Castlemore Rampart site of grace. I don't know if I think there's a Stake of America up near that poison pond, but I don't think we got close enough to it for it to count. So here's the Castlemore site of grace, and then let's go back and kill the golem. Alright, Flask of Wondrous Physic with the Strength Knot Crystal Tier and the Spiked Crack Tier, and Two-Hand the Great Axe, Golden Vow, and we're just going to do charge attacks. That's it. And again. That's all it takes. Down he goes. Easy peasy. Okay, so now we own this bitch. And I think what I'm going to do here is go over to where those 4 jellyfish are, guarding the Somber Smithing Stone 2. And I believe there's some Arteria Leaf, or there's something else there. I forget what it is. There's definitely a Somber Smithing Stone 2 here. We can kill them all easily with the Sacred Blade. Drink up, Slack. There we go, attaboy. And Somber Smithing Stone 2, and this... Oh yeah, Arteria Leaf, I was right, yeah, okay. Now, I have discovered that we are in a position to start taking out the Vulgar Militiamen in Caleb. That's where we're going now. We came here earlier to the Bestial Sanctum, if you recall, through the Waygate that's right near the Third Church America. Okay, but we have yet to start farming the Vulgar Militiaman. Now, I'm not going to do any extensive farming throughout this run. That would kind of defeat the purpose. The only thing I'm going to do is, if I see I'm close to leveling up, I'm going to come here and kill 1 or 2 Vulgar Militiamen to quickly grab some cash so that I can level up. But for now, what I'm doing, I'm going to kill maybe about a dozen Vulgar Militiamen. This is simply to work our way down to the Ferrum Great Bridge side of Grace. So this is probably the only time where I kill a lot of Vulgar Militiamen. Each one is worth 1,000 runes. These guys are extremely dangerous. Okay, this is way above our pay grade. But if you follow this procedure with the Bloodhound's Fang, take a Flask of Wondrous Physic, Golden Bow, and you're going to sneak up behind each Vulgar Militiaman, backstab, and then do a Fang attack. You got to make sure that, because they're creeping around very slowly, and they have an annoying way of changing their route randomly, kind of like, not randomly, but it's kind of counterintuitive the way they change their route. So be very, very careful, because once they're activated, they'll kill you instantly. Okay, so here we go, backstab, and then the Bloodhound's Finesse immediately. Lock on right after the backstab, and then Bloodhound's Finesse, which I'm henceforth going to call the Fang attack, or simply Fang. Okay, each one's worth 1,000 runes. Let's go get another one. Use that telescope. Make sure that they are patrolling away from you, and you can get up on their backside. There's no second chances here. If you lose your money, it may actually be very difficult to retrieve it with all these guys roaming around. If you're, committed to doing a no-horse run. There we go. Works every time. We got the firepower to do this. Even when our Flask of Wondrous Physic runs out, we should still be able to do it. I love the backstab with the Bloodhound's Fang. It's nuts. It's just like this smackdown. I just noticed that you can use your Spirit Ashes in this area. Interesting. Yeah, I'm just being extra careful here. Just waiting for this guy to start patrolling away. Okay, here we go. Cha-ching, 1,094 runes. What is your favorite character class? Post a comment. I'm really curious. What is mine right now? I'd have to say that's a tough one. I have to say it's a toss-up between the prisoner and the samurai. Although with what I've discovered recently with magical implant, I have to probably leaning more towards the prisoner. Definitely going to try to get that hybrid ranger build, which is not going to be a complete walkthrough. Some of you are thinking we're going to do a complete walkthrough of the game with that. It's just going to do a walkthrough of the starter build. That's all you're going to need, believe me. Do a walkthrough of the starter build. Try to get that up as soon as possible. Like, I'm not going to wait till the end of this walkthrough before I do that. I'm going to try to get that happening and kind of intersperse it with this walkthrough, like alternating, like days kind of thing. Yeah, I can't wait to show you that. I know I'm just like gushing over this, but like last night I had the most chill experience playing Elden Ring with this this build I'm working on, this hybrid ranger build. Really chill experience. All the people who do early OP builds should be ashamed of themselves. There, I said, I'm not kidding. You should be ashamed of yourselves. Unless there's a specific reason. For example, you're doing a speed run or you're doing a level 1 run. If you're not doing a speed run, you're not doing a level 1 run, there is no reason why you should be doing an early OP build. Absolutely no reason. You should be ashamed of yourself if you are. I've been in this business for 12 years now. I've been making videos for YouTube, gaming videos on YouTube for 12 years. I swear, in the game reviews, like especially on Metacritic user reviews, the most common complaint I figure is the game is too short. The game is too short. It's a pretty good game, but the game is too short. I read that all the time. And here you get to Elden Ring, the first thing people do is try to shorten the game. It's like, you know, want a lot of bang for your buck? Just dive right in. Okay, so making a lot of coin here. Like I said, there is a specific agenda. I'm working south from the Bestial Sanctum site of grace to the Ferrum Great Bridge site of grace, which is where what I usually use as the jumping off point to do farming, to like farm these Vulgar militiamen. I believe there's like somewhere around 15 of these guys altogether all over this area. You see gamers like getting ultra paranoid because I'm getting near the end of the run and I'm carrying around 13,000 runes, and I know it's like just instant death if one of these Vulgar militiamen spots me. Okay, so I know I can backdoor this guy by scooting around this way. land. And I think I'm going to pick up these starlight shards. Why not? That's all we got going for us is FP. And I believe that might be the end of... There's one more right down near the Ferrum Graybridge side of Grace, just to the east. And if we just drop off this cliff here, I think that will take us to them. Here there's like, check this out, 4 of them all together. That's like suicide. That's suicide, unless you're like really powerful. That's like suicide. Alright, so that is right there at the top of the bridge there. Like I said, there's one more here. Right down here. And the site of grace is just off to my right there, behind those trees. On the right side of the screen. Behind the rocks there. Alright, one more slack. This is kind of tricky because he's right near the rocks. That's a clusterfuck waiting to happen, pardon my French. I just want to wait till he patrols away from the rocks. He's coming towards me. Yeah, no, just wait till he gets away from that. Turns around, then he's going to go away, and then he's going to push to the left a bit, which is still kind of risky. And we made it. Alright, well, 15,000 runes. Excellent. And that's it for this run. I'm going to close out. I'm going to crunch some numbers off camera and decide exactly how I'm going to spend these runes. It's highly likely I'm just going to spend them in vigor, of course, because we want to start growing that health bar as big as possible, because it's the only thing we got going for us. Right, so thanks a lot for watching, and if you thought this was remotely entertaining and or informative, you know what to do. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, post a comment, and I'll see you next time for some more No Horse Challenge. Hey guys, real walkthroughs like these are an endangered species here on YouTube. For a complete lowdown on the YouTube video game walkthrough scene, check out my Patreon page, and please consider making a donation to yours truly, Major Slack, to help keep real walkthroughs alive on YouTube. You can donate as little as $1. That's $1, that's all. That's all it takes, alright? Thanks a lot, really appreciate it.